Hello and a massive warm welcome to my page. I am Lorna Jayne. I am known as the energy expert, and it is an absolute honor and pleasure to welcome you here. And if this is the first time that we are connecting, then welcome. I absolutely love networking and connecting with new people. It has been quite a journey. And so if this is the first time that we are connecting, I want to give you just a really brief summary as to where I'm at and how I landed where I'm at, because I truly believe that everything in life is exactly how it's meant to be. I truly believe in we all have a legacy and we all have a destiny, and it really comes down to our divine will and our and the choices that we make in our life. You see, growing up, I didn't really anticipate running my own business, living a life of a digital nomad, and being able to travel the world with my business. I was always conditioned to have a 9-to-5 job, to have a pension, to go into a company where I would stay until I retired. And in 2013, I had a huge breakdown, and that put me on a path of huge personal discovery. I went down a real spiritual awakening, and I discovered the wonderful world of Reiki and energy healing. And after a few years of really starting to practice Reiki on myself and practice on friends and family, I then started to discover that there was more to healing. So then I started to really discover more about how the human brain works, and I certified in NLP, neuro linguistic programming, and that really helped me understand about how we think, how our brain works, how different people hold different visions in their minds, and the power of our thoughts. And for a number of years, I really combined energy healing with mindset work. And that for me was so powerful and put me on this amazing journey. There were a lot of bumps, there was a lot of challenges, but I truly believe that with every obstacle and every challenge, it puts you on the correct path. And then a few years later, in more recent years, I then went on to learn more about theta, learn more about the power of brain waves, and about how we can actually connect to a much higher frequency. And so in recent years now, I'm bringing a lot more spiritual work to my programs, my courses, and to my trainings. And one of the fundamental missions and values of what I do and how I work with people is ultimately just helping people activate their intuition. We see this really old paradigm and matrix where we're constantly in hustle mode, we're constantly having to do or having to look outside of ourselves, and that causes a huge disconnection from our soul. So a lot of the work that I do is actually taking people hand by hand and creating a journey together where we look back on some of the emotions, some of the patterns that may come from their ancestral lineage, or some maybe wounds or childhood traumas that may be sitting within the cells of their body. And through a process of unraveling, through a process of working on the mind, through a process of clearing that energy from your DNA, in that process, you actually activate more of your intuitive gifts, more of what I call your soul remembrance, because that is who you truly are beneath all of these negative emotions and negative thinking. And what we do is, over the years through adult life, we create this disconnect. So the journey that I take my clients on, whether you choose to work one-to-one or come into the membership or do our certifications, it's an incredible journey that really uplifts, empowers you, and it really brings you back to a soul remembrance. It brings you back to the truth of who you are. And by doing so, everything is a byproduct of that. You know, when you truly know yourself from the inside out, when you can operate in a high frequency, when you start to challenge your thinking and change your behaviors, and you operate in such a high emotional state, and you feel empowered that whatever gets thrown your way in life, you have the skills and the ability to alchemize it. Any fear, any sadness, you any guilt, any worry, any scarcity or lack, you have the power to be able to cut those patterns and to be able to come back into the true core of who you are. And this is energy alignment. Energy alignment is really about coming back to your truth, listening to the whispers of your soul, and being able to connect to a much higher frequency so you can really live this path of intuition, this path of alignment, this higher purpose and mission, which I know you're so meant for. And so I really want to welcome you here and to really congratulate you for coming across my page, because I truly believe that we always meet people at the right stage within our lives. And so that's a little bit about me. If you need any support or assistance, or if you have any questions whatsoever about any of the work that I do, head on over to the contact me page. Feel free to drop me an email. We also have some free trainings on here for you to dive into. You can go onto my YouTube and check out some of the free healings. And if you want to dive deeper, then please feel free to message me and we can discuss more about my programs or one-to-one or certifications that take you on a much deeper journey and unraveling to the core of who you are, the true essence of who you are, because essentially that is what we're here on earth to do. We're here to really break free, to find freedom, emotional freedom, so that we can live this life of pure alignment and joy and abundance and success. That is our birthright. So it is an absolute pleasure and honor to be connecting with you. I cannot wait to get to know you more and have a little nosy around my website, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.